the number one reason why so many people, especially business owners, struggle with their sleep is based on one main problem, and that is stomach heat. It might be surprisingly for many of you because many of you might not even know what stomach heat is. I will explain that soon, but let me start with something that you might have heard before, and that is our body has two modes. One is rest and digest, and the other one is fight or flight mode. So stomach heat happens when our body is under a lot of stress, or if we eat hot and spicy food. So what happens is when people have stomach heat, it means their cortisol level is high. Cortisol, by the way, is a natural hormone that we have in our body, and it helps us to feel strong. It helps us to see better, to smell better, and to make us alert. But there is a side effect to cortisol, and it is anti-inflammatory, and it is also metabolic hormone. So it means it's not supposed to be in our bloodstream for a longer time because that can create danger. So how this happens is, for example, if our body is under a lot of stress, it means that it thinks that we are in danger. So for example, we have adrenaline glands. It's two small glands that sits on the top of the kidneys, and there is a connection between the adrenaline glands and the brain. So when people are under chronic stress, so the brain thinks that our body is in danger, so it sends fight and flight hormones to the adrenal glands to release cortisol. So when cortisol is in the body, of course it helps us to fight or flight. So if we are fighting, it helps us like to conquer our enemy, or if we have many tasks to do, give us this energy rush so that we get things done. But the thing is, if we have the cortisol in our body for a long time, it starts to affect our body. So in this case, for example, when we are in fight or excuse me, in fight or flight mode, the liver thinks, okay, my main function is to move the bloodstream where it needs to get. So in this case, the blood needs to go to our hands so that we can do things. It needs to go to our feet so that we can run or save our lives, or it needs to go to our head so that we can think, as many business owners does. It's like we create a lot of time, we have too many hats to put on, so we are always in action, like creating programs, marketing, launching, joint venturing, and all these different tasks that we have. So which means, so when we are in this fight or flight mode, it means the blood is not so much in the digestion area because it's needed for the hands and for the legs and for the head. So since the blood is not moving smoothly in the stomach area, the blood starts to build up, it gets thicker, it gets stuck, and when it gets stuck and build up, it gets overheated. So that's when the stomach heat starts or happens. So when it's overheated, like when we have stomach heat, then it dries our tissues, it dries our muscles, and it dries some of the sleeping hormones. So that's why many, especially women, suffer with their sleep, because during their menstruation cycles, they lose a lot of weight, a lot of blood, and so that affects their sleep hormones. So what can we do to avoid stomach heat? Well, there is two things we can do. The first thing is to avoid hot and spicy food. Well, at least before bedtime, many hours before bedtime. And the other thing is that we can do breathing exercises, because breathing exercise, it helps us to like to relax and to let go. Because what happens when people are under a lot of stress, they tighten their diaphragm, which means it's not flowing, the blood is not flowing properly. So that's why many people sigh a lot. They are like, because that helps them to release the tension so that they can start to relax. So that's what you can do, these two things. So do lots of breathing exercise, like between 5 to 10 minutes every time you feel stressed or before bed, and that will help you to ease your mind and to relax the body. All right, so this is what I had for you today, and my name is Judy Solomon, and I help business owners to get a good night's sleep so that they can wake up every morning feeling well rested, energized, and ready to take care of their daily tasks while enjoying their family life. So if you would like to know more about my work, or if you'd like to work with me one-on-one, you can find me at solomonsoundhealing.com. I repeat, solomonsoundhealing.com. All right, so thank you for watching and have a lovely day.